Andersen.
Alright, you guys, nothing like the sweet smell of transmission fluid on a early Sunday morning over here at the Lakewood Pick and Pull. And I'm looking for an S55. I know the supercharger got pulled on it already because I saw it on Facebook Marketplace, talked to the guy. But he did say the rest of the car was still in good shape, so let's see what's left on it. Alright, well, here we are. I don't know about good shape, but yeah, ECU's gone. Motor's still here. I would like to find the Y split if possible, but I'm sure a lot of this has been torn through. Let me see. Alright guys, so a couple good things so far. It does have aftermarket pulley. I'm gonna grab that for spare. Probably gonna take the coil packs, honestly, because I need some extras. Fuel rail has all the injectors, so I'm gonna grab those for spares. Might as well, and just any little other odd ends. Of course, it'd be cool to grab all the heads and whatnot, but not really worth it for what I'm doing. Do need a couple like odds and ends from the fuse box, little inlet pieces, so yeah, I'll update you guys with what I get. All right guys, well, I think that's all she's got to give for me. Got the pulley, a few other miscellaneous things. Can't really think of anything else I'd need or would be super valuable, worth my time right now. I don't know where the TCMs are on these cars, but check the normal place, not there. I'm guessing it was in the engine bay, it's already gone, so not gonna worry about that. All right, guys, next up on a C280. See what kind of parts we can find on this thing. All right, guys, another C-Class. Didn't check what this one was, but it's always interesting to me how some of these things just get absolutely ransacked, and the other one sitting over there, maybe just because it hasn't been here as long, but it's not that far off as far as when it got here compared to this, and this one is just completely torn through. The other one is pretty much left alone. So interesting, but I grabbed a couple things. The fuel lines on these cars fit my C36. They're like the looped and come back right here, so they should be a really good fit for the C36, and the C36's ones are clapped out, so yeah, why not a factory upgrade? Hello, haven't seen you guys yet, but a couple more cars to check out. Now we're dipping. All right, you guys, last one is the rare purple C240. Yep, just going around grabbing the normal stuff. I like checking these, seeing if they're in good shape. I already have a couple of them, so probably don't need that one, but oh, that reminds me, one last thing I wanted to go check is the S55 fuel assemblies. Let's see if it has anything left. All right guys, well, heading out. Not the most successful day, but still got a few pieces, key pieces for the builds. Those fuel lines would be nice to have for the C36. The extra pulley setup might be crucial for the CLK because I believe with the lengthened or like the belt tensioner kit that's on it, it has to have that bracket just sitting there because of the length of the torque bolt. But I think with this one, it might be able to get away with getting rid of that. So we will see. And then, yeah, I just grabbed miscellaneous stuff. So we're on the way out. It would have been nice to get like the ECU, be able to sell for a good chunk of money, but that's all right. I'll catch you guys back at home. All right, guys, cool car spot on the way out. The Advan 72, the Advan Honda Odyssey. That was funny. All right, we're out of here. All right, guys, we made it home from the junkyard, and our fuel lines look like they're gonna connect up, and they should be all the same fittings. Mercedes pretty much used those fittings for everything from like late 80s till now, probably, or maybe not now, but anyways, taking off the air intake here. I just loosened everything up. Let's see if it'll come off. Yes, it will. And a couple of my tabs are actually broken, so I would like to repair this thing because this is a very valuable piece nowadays. But anyways, those fuel lines are right here. I believe this must run like a return style system or something, because it's not the same as the other ones, but Here is the rail. I've been meaning to get a new fuel pressure regulator for this, but figured now would be a good time to kind of inspect things in here. I will go ahead and bleed the pressure from the rail, and then we will replace these lines. And looks like everything will match up. These two look, oh, actually, no, it looks like the same size. Okay, all right, let's get in there. And also, just for fun, there's the throttle body. Looks fairly clean. Not great, but how's the seal feel? The seal is pretty hard. I need a longer silicone tube. I would like to replace that with a silicone tube at some point, but for now, not gonna mess with it. Other things over here, I've checked all these lines previously. All these still look pretty good, so I won't mess with those. I find this design on the M104 really funny, to be honest. Using those as like the ports directly into the bottom of the intake. But what's up, buddy? Is my helper? Yo. Camera shy. All right. So shouldn't be much to it. I'm gonna get the pressure out of here. All right, guys. One line is off. Fittings look the same. Wasn't any pressure in the rail. I tried to bleed it, so that's good. The car's been sitting for a little while, so didn't expect much. Yes, sir. What? Come over there again? Okay, I gotta go over there in a sec, guys. All right, guys, would you look at that? Nice little life hack. Nice factory crimped stainless lines. These are fantastic little fuel lines, and way better than this, which was pretty much beginning to be a safety hazard. So yeah, I'll keep these around because the fittings are cool to have, but glad to have this done now. Okay, guys, they are tightened up. Note to self, do the bottom ones obviously first before you put the second one on. Otherwise you won't be able to tighten the bottom ones. Ask me how I know. All right, I'm gonna plug this back in. Let's go ahead and try to start it up. All right, guys, go ahead and fire it up. Get this out of here. And should be good. I'll prime it, make sure it's got no leaks, and then we'll start it. Yeah. Let's check it. Should be good over there as well. All right, let's fire it up. Nice. Alright, well, I think that can officially confirm you can use W203 parts for your W202. Which, kind of obvious, but for the fuel lines, very easy upgrade. Rather than trying to track down somebody to repress some choline lines on, just go to the junkyard and grab a couple and you're good to go. Alright, guys, well, I think we're going to take this thing out, cruise this puppy today, and see what we get into. I'll catch you guys later. What's going on, you guys? Much later on in the evening, had a really nice day with the C36. Chilling out with my wife and son. Went swimming earlier, actually, so we're all swam out. But last thing I want to do to finish out this video, I want to pull the valve cover off. I was gonna stop by anyways to Kirkland Wheel Pros to check on the surge tank, see if those might be done, and I wanted to drop the valve cover off to get powder coated, because I figured, you know, this car deserves a very nice job on this setup, and with the shape of it, it should be pretty easy for them to powder coat. It'd probably be the same cost as what I paid for the surge tanks, around 150 bucks or so, and I feel like it'll be worth it to have something very nice compared to me painting it. And it'll last for a long time, being powder coated. And with the condition that the magnesium is in, I think it's the right route to go. So that's what we will do. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get this pulled off. I already got the air box out of here. Let me get this off real quick. Twist the little MAF clip off. There we go. And this thing is good. Get this other sensor. Alright, this thing is off. I'll be collecting all my hardware in there, and then while this is out, I want to figure out something to do for these tabs. I think one of the easiest things I could do is just like some thin aluminum plate and basically just like epoxy it to these, and then, you know, drill out my hole where I need to be, and then I can cut off this excess, like make it look clean, and then I can paint it black to match. So something like that. Otherwise I can plastic weld too, but we'll see. I'm excited to get this cover off and be able to pull the coil packs and spark plugs out and just see the condition of everything. So that'll be cool. I'll let you guys check everything out with me. Looks like the top are probably 5 mil or 6 mil Allen heads, and besides that, looks like a bunch of 10 mil bolts that hold on the valve cover and should be straight away. So not too bad. Also guys, shout out to Mike, hooked it up again with some fleet oil that had a big case, was punctured at work for him, so got a bunch of that. It's 540. It is MB 229.3, which is the older approval for M113s, etc., but perfect for like this car, perfect for the E420. So it's another really good fleet oil. So I have a big lifetime supply right now. I got 4 of those, a couple leftover mobiles, and then 2 big jugs of that here, and I have 2 more that he's bringing over that are a Gulf 540 synthetic oil. So anyways, back to scheduled programming. I'm gonna put you guys on the tripod, let you vibe out to some beats while I pull this off. Alright you guys, getting there. All the coil packs came out pretty easy. That last one, the boot got stuck in there, so I just used pliers to get it out. But I can tell all the spark plugs have been replaced recently. I already knew that because I knew all the coil packs and all that stuff had been replaced, because I got a box of the old ones in the car with it, and it was on the recent mechanic sheet that a tune-up was done. So realistically, I don't have to pull these out. I can see that like they still have the electric grease on them and stuff. They're still good, but I will. But I'm gonna go ahead and pull the valve cover off beforehand. And well, actually, I should try to clean those out. I wish I had compressed air here, guys. Huh. All right. Well, leave it there. Let me decide what I want to do. guys, well there she is. Just as spotless as I could see through the valve cover, through the oil cap I mean. It is just in beautiful, beautiful shape. Look at the cam lobes, like that is honestly incredible. So many years this car's been on the road. I mean, the cam's barely even got a sign of wear whatsoever. That is awesome. Awesome to see. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and clean this up a bit. Then I will cover it up. And that thing, like I said, guys, I think I learned my lesson from all the elbow grease I've been putting into other stuff. I am not even going to bother. I am going to drop it off to be powder coated. So you guys should take note as well. The M104 uses these like guides, I guess, for the bolts that hold it down, and each one of the guides has these rubber seals, and these I'm guessing are probably petrified. Yeah, these are Dunzo. So always replace these if you're going to do the valve cover gaskets, if these are, you know, even dry a little bit. I would like to try to see if I could find like a silicone or Viton like flat washer like this and see if I could get something that would work, but probably not. I'll try best to just go with the OEM one. So I'm going to pull all these out of here and keep these in the stash bag, keep these in the bolt stash and my Ziploc bag over here, because obviously those don't want to go through the powder coating. So yeah, just gonna tear this thing down. The other parts that will need to come off are probably these seals as well, which hopefully these can be replaced too. I believe so. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going with this. Alright, you guys, and underneath side, don't forget you got all of the O-rings for each one of the cylinders, or the spark plugs drop down. There's definitely some corrosion going on the interior of this piece, so honestly I'll have to see what Kirkland Wheel Pros will say about this to see if they would even want to powder coat it. I don't know if these baffles come out, but those would definitely need to come out for powder coating, because beforehand they're likely going to sandblast it, and with that in mind, yeah, you don't want any of that stuff getting into little crevices that is hard to get out. So I do not know about this one. I mean, they could do the top side for sure. They'd have to tape off everything underneath, but I'm iffy. Alright guys, well, I'm gonna end it there. I'm tired, gotta go edit this video, and pretty happy with where we got. Question for you guys is, do these baffles come off? Are they supposed to come off? They look like number 2 Phillips screws, but the number 2 screwdriver I was just trying to use wasn't really budging them, and I'm not trying to strip them. So if anything, I could use the little, I think they're called impact drivers, or impact screwdrivers, the ones that you can hit with a hammer and it twists them. So I could try that, but I will need to get those off definitely if there's any chance of powder coating. So let me know, you guys. You'll be seeing this tomorrow, Monday. It's Sunday right now, and yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it there. But anyways, not bad for a day's work. Junkyard stop, cruise around the C36 all day long, a little bit of exploration on the CLK55, and then finishing it off with getting this thing back up to snuff. Can't wait once this is done. Obviously this is gonna really tidy up the car, and you know, it's a staple piece of the engine. The 3.6, it's a kind of magnet of attention for this car. Obviously it's kind of the heart of what makes this thing so special. So it needs to look good, it needs to look the part. The car deserves it. It's been so good, and yeah, I just want to show it some love. So we'll get this side taken care of, then I would like to pull off the intake side and refresh all of those seals and everything. So we'll get to that, but this first. That's it though. Let me know what you guys think. Suggestions, powder coat, what should I do? Gaskets, seals, the baffles. Any questions you guys heard me throw out today, please chime down below with a comment. I always respond to you guys. Always try to pay attention to what you guys have to say. So yeah, value you guys and appreciate everyone joining in. That's it. I will catch you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.